So we had to talk about the thing. Oh, brother, this is gonna be good. It's time to talk about the net. I mentioned this briefly the other day, and I guess I need to properly expand on the idea. But you don't have to listen to me. You can just listen to the net. After this weekly debacle has not finished, not really finished, but reached another climax, I suppose. Just from false ID. Following days of backlash, the net has blamed anger directed toward Iron Mouse as coming from half the VTuber community, describing them as 40-year-old men cosplaying as 15-year-old anime girls. There's like 2 minutes, so I ask of you, please embark with me in this trip to hell.
Hey man, how do you feel about your chat and fan base being nothing but disgusting towards Iron Mouse after she defended you publicly?
Always remember, there's a massive difference between normies and antis. And this is it.
Oh, no, good sir, no.
Yeah, isn't that kind of loud? Hold on, there we go.
No. You see that? That's a VTuber right there.
That's a VTuber right there. Derogatory, I suppose.
Listen up, 40-year-old man.
Surely these people are great for the community. I don't like using that word, but people are using it, so it only makes sense.
In a 15-year-old anime 2D VTubing suit. Listen up. Listen real close. It is not my community.
My guys would never, right? My guys would never
Say anything bad to Iron Mouse. Maybe here, there, maybe some light comments, but
some light comments, remember that. It's gonna be on the test.
I've heard she's been getting death threats. I've
seen a lot of people mentioning the death threats. Maybe to me, but I haven't seen any. And I'm willing to believe it happened. But then again, if I don't see any proof, I don't know about that one.
heard people have been saying disgusting things, and let me tell you who that is. That's not the fun-loving bungulator.
Fun-loving, by the way.
Sitting back on his couch, watching the stream for a couple hours of work. You know who that is? Take a quick guess. Guess which community that is. It's the community that can't handle that she congratulated us for winning.
It was not because of the congratulations, okay? It's not because of the win. It's because of the justification of adding people like this to the overall community. God, I hate using like half of these words. But then again, my point here is, do not appeal to antis. This is obviously an anti. I don't care what you think.
May I repeat? The 40-year-old men cosplaying as 15-year-old anime girls.
Oh boy, how many times have we seen this before? I wonder why. I wonder why whom.
That's who's doing that. I swear it. I would place every dollar I've ever made on it. That's how confident I am.
Maybe you shouldn't say that when you're extremely wrong, but sure.
1,000%. I'm telling you, they've dug a hole. If people didn't like VTubers before, get ready for a fucking wave, pal.
Oh boy, I wish that was the case. Oh, if people didn't like VTubers before, then why are you here? It doesn't make any sense.
Ready for a fucking wave. Because that was, honestly, I know it's all the VTubers, and I kind of feel bad for the good ones.
I kind of feel bad for the good ones. I'm gonna go back a little bit, because this line here is just absolute gold, okay? Absolute gold.
Wave, pal. Get ready for a fucking wave. Because that was, honestly, I know it's all the VTubers, and I kind of feel bad for the good ones. I kind of feel bad for the ones that congratulated us.
The good ones. The ones who congratulated us. Surely, that's the good ones. Of course. Because they keep appealing, right?
Because half that fucking community just made them look like shit.
Good. Get out. It's that easy.
Hello. I feel bad for the good ones, like Iron Mouse and those. They don't
I feel bad for the good ones. See, guys, those are one of the good ones.
deserve that. They don't deserve that. They do not deserve that, because a bunch of them just made the community look like shit.
To whomst? To you? To the people that already hate the community? Well, that's not saying anything. It's just hilarious to me.
Not us, pal. Not us, pal. Promise you. Not us. I swear to you, it's not us.
Not us. My guys would never. My guys would never. Absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious to me. And of course, every single one has been coming out of the woodworks. Ah, so nice. They're so nice. They're fun-loving people. They love it here. So we have here just tweets that don't have anything to do with this, I bet. Well, sending the threads, bracketing, insulting harassment campaigns sure is a very odd way to do it, isn't it? How about taking your own advice? The tweet is destroyed, but it doesn't really matter. It's just a bunch of fun-loving people. Surely, getting these around is a good idea. Surely, appealing to these individuals is fantastic for, let's say, the medium. No, it's not. No, it's not. People are conflating the terms normie and anti. They're not the same. I do believe that maybe, perhaps, you should be trying to appeal to actual normies, people that are potential fans, or they don't know yet they could enjoy VTubers in this case, or your content, whatever it is. These are not the guys that fulfill those conditions. These are people that are clearly against your content, they're clearly against your gimmicks. This is literally an anti-brigade. And you can see the comments. It's just the same. It's always the same. The same as people that hate anime, the same as people that hate Japanese video games, the same people that hate gacha games. The whole of the scores just goes down to the Diddy Blood, Pedibate, Sushi Country. Oh, see, I like anime, but the anime would be way better without those Japanese in them. What did you mean by this? See, people hate VTubing because you people are weird and strange. That's not a bug. That's a feature. You don't understand what you're talking about. Maybe because you don't care. Maybe because you're a literal racist. Because how many times are we seeing these supposed anime fans criticizing just a bunch of stupid things in Japan? Oh, Unit 731. Oh, Junko Furuta. Oh, the women only train things. What do they mean? I have no idea. These are antis. This is a long way for me to say they might enjoy the aesthetic, but they're getting filtered by the substance. And all of this debacle came not because, well, in the beginning kinda did. Okay, in the beginning kinda did. It came not just because this nut ended up winning some sort of LA streamer click award when we know that it's probably rigged anyway. I do remember Asmongold offering 100,000 USD just so Cutie Cinderella would prove the votes were actually fair. She didn't accept, I wonder why. I would have done it for free, okay, if it was my awards, because it would be making sense. So, that's a little bit strange. The thing was, you had a lot of people, oh, see, he's one of us. You really want this kind of audience? I don't know, man, I don't know. You see, but this guy doesn't hate VTubers. No, of course not. Look, I know I really push against the grain as the content creator. I know that a lot of the community at large wouldn't enjoy me. I know that I'm really opinionated, but I know I'm right, so maybe it's your problem. I know I say a lot of things people don't like to hear. I say, or I talk about a lot of stuff that it's a huge no-no, but it would be almost impossible for me to accrue a fan base of antis, because I do not believe I'm... How to say this? I'm struggling a little bit with the word, right? My kind of humor, for example, sure, it may be a little bit too crass, it may be a little bit too unhinged for some, but half the time, you need like 17 layers of nerd knowledge to get what I'm trying to say. You don't know about this obscure band from Japan? Well, you're not getting the joke anymore. And sometimes just not even a band from Japan, sometimes just a European band or an American band, or sometimes just a really specific line that I found really funny from an anime from 20 years ago. And since I found it funny, I'm gonna use it. And people are not gonna get it. But I don't mind. I don't crack jokes for the people. I crack jokes for myself. And that's kind of the point. I guess that's kind of the point I'm trying to make here. These people will not enjoy the content. These people will not enjoy whatever's going on here. And that's fine. They don't have to be here. You shouldn't need to include literally everybody. Especially people like this. How many times have we seen this, right? I really found this dude to be really funny, because it all comes down to this. People may reply as going, your culture is nothing but Didi Epstein blood piece of shit. Paul's opinion is part of it, and you have to accept him. Are sending me, bro. Pick a damn side. And on top of that, I do really love this reply. Your culture is bad. Now let us in. Boy. I wonder, where have we seen something like this? People call this tourism, people call this colonialism. You know what? Literally illegal immigrants. I don't care. I don't care. They have no respect for the people that were here before. They're just trying to extract everything they can from your goodwill. You know what I say to that? No goodwill. No bad will. Just no will at all. I don't need to appeal to you, because I don't care about you, and you shouldn't be caring about me. If you hate me, I just don't care. I just don't care. You're just wasting your time. And that's also kind of my point. I understand the frustration with this whole thing. I get it. I truly do. But you shouldn't be appealing to these guys. These guys are clearly antis. You're not moving in that direction. People are saying, but you cannot gatekeep. You cannot gatekeep. But what you're gatekeeping is not the fact that you can stream or create content with a model. Of course, VTubing comes from Japanese, from Japan, be it idol, be it anime, and I do find it really funny how nobody aside from me mentions Nico Nico Doga, because I do remember those old videos with people role-playing as well-known anime characters. Oh, this is like JoJo villains playing a Mario game. I do remember those videos. They're pretty old, but they are also part of what would become VTubing in that regard. I guess we can also mention Voiceroid / Vocaloid. I do remember the Grumble Fantasy guides using Yuzuki Yukari. They were really helpful back in the day, at least for me. We can also mention the dreaded Yukuris if you want. But what you're gatekeeping is not a physical location, because this is the internet. What you're gatekeeping is your community, and I'm not saying necessarily the vtuber community at large, because I don't think it's actually real. I do agree that there are some common traits. There's a really simplistic but still common culture, like not showing your face. Then again, why I'm once again seeing flesh, I don't want to see any flesh. I guess seeing hands is fine, okay? I guess that's okay. I'm not against handcam streams, and you can just use gloves, I suppose. Or you're trying to gatekeep that, I suppose. That's somewhat shared culture. They're gonna call you cringe. They're gonna call you a bunch of mean names. Why do you care? They're not gonna be your friends anyway. They're just trying to use you. So of course, you're completely free to be cringe. And they say cringe as in derogatory, but I would say cringe is in edgy and unhinged, which is much more fun. So once again, this is not for the antis, this is not for the haters. This is for people that might be frustrated with this whole situation. You don't have to give them any time, because it's just a waste of time. You're not going that way. You can just call them a slur back and be done with it.